I love the point you made. Snapfire into the Phoenix. Zeus and Snapfire is going to be far more, like you said, shut down the out, prevent PL getting online. Slark and PL, Slark's going to have fun fighting into a PL later on. I'm just, again, it's going to be a bloodbath. I'm excited to see what happens in game 2.
I'm excited to see what's happening in game 2 as well. And our commentary team also is excited to see what's happening in game 2. So let's head over to ODPixel and Fog.
Thank you very much, GBS. Game 2 ready to go here between OG and Team Secret. Fog, what do you sort of make from these two drafts? What do they sort of say to you that both teams are looking for in the second game?
One team is looking for lots of fights, and the other team's looking to farm up a little bit more. I think OG, a bit more of a farm-heavy draft this time around. I think we're still probably going to have a lot of chaotic fighting coming out from them, but I do think that they want to take it to later stages. And Secret, they want to be going more of a group-up kind of method here. Some limited disables definitely coming out for Secret. Really relying entirely on the spear in order to catch Ana, besides just having overwhelming amounts of damage. That is the one thing that Secret does have. And yeah, I'm curious to see what we're going to get with all these Aghanims picked up. I really like that Sheev did mention the Aghanim's potential for the Dazzle way later on. And actually pretty cool for that Dispel versus Fatal Bonds. Can definitely be quite relevant. Also, Fire Spirits, some decent ones that he can remove off of his allies. If we get to that point later on,
sure,
that'll be pretty good for OG.
Because if we do see some early Aghs coming up, who's getting priority?
I think you just give it to Thompson. Yeah, I think you just have to. Even though it's gotten nerfed so many times, it still is going to be really good. But I say that, but there is also the very high chance that you just give it for the PL for stats, and then Thompson just builds his own stuff. Because then it will allow this PL, the illusions, to run rampant. Because they lack control for the illusions is one of the things that can sometimes be a problem. They have the damage that's going to come out from Zeus, but if Nisha dies early in the fights, they do not have the way to clear these illusions. So I think Nisha, eyes on him for Secret.
The battle
OG,
begins.
I think eyes on just farming.
Yeah, and what do you sort of make from the Nisha Zeus coming out? Yeah, a mid-hero that we're not seeing nowadays.
They needed something for illusions. Everything else was banned, right? Like Leshrac, gone. I think they tried Tinker once before, but it did not work out whatsoever. It's also not as good versus PL. It's more versus for like these Terror Blades. But Zeus can be kind of similar, but yeah, we'll see if what Nisha's able to do. As I feel like mid's gonna be kind of just like this far more. I think bottom is gonna be the really fun one that I'm gonna be looking out for. See how the poke and prod comes out, right? The acid spray versus the essence shift, the heal versus the control under the acid spray.
And up on this top lane. I mean, do you expect Chapsor and Zai to be able to slow Slanner's early game up quite a lot?
This is a really good lane, really strong lane versus the Dazzle and the Phantom Lancer. You have a very hard time securing last hits versus this. Mars always just going to bully you. Every time you walk up for last hit, you eat a Fire Spirit / Rebuke. I do think this is going to be a bit of a tough one for OG up here.
Well, we'll see. Because, I mean, obviously last game, OG, they had a couple of rough side lanes. It did not matter in the grand scheme of things.
It did. It did not. That's true. And we see there are 3 denies up top. 2 range creep denies already coming out for Zai and Yapsor. So really solid for the first 2 waves. 8 last hits on Nisha. He gets every single one of them in the mid lane. But we do see bottom. Matu able to secure 6 of them. He's actually hasn't missed a single CS yet on Matu down bottom either. Okay. He still has the 2 creeps from the first wave.
Is under attack.
Where we go?
Hasn't missed one yet.
And another one.
Hasn't missed one yet.
Perfect CS here from Mr. Matumba Man.
Seb also has only missed. Okay, now he's missed 2. Yeah, lanes look again like they should be quite Secret favored. Mid is going to be that trade farm, of course. Thompson going to be able to maybe even put a little bit more harassment than usual onto Nisha.
Alright, Nisha. Refill. Yep. Continue to spam the lane. I reckon, yeah, we'll probably stay pretty close, pretty hard. Free Vip. Zero to get a kill.
Has been
a little bit of slip up there with his courier. Does get his gloves delivered, but does lose it as Matu not missing one yet.
He's still not missed a CS.
He just, one of them got pulled away. You still the range creeps like all the way.
That doesn't count.
It's not dead yet.
Yeah.
But he's going to miss that one because it's all the way on the side. Puppy misses the last hit on it.
Underneath the tower here. Continuing to hit perfect last hits.
Yeah. Seb, he's going to actually just use the acid spray away from the lane for now to farm the pull camp since it is available. He doesn't want Puppy to be able to pull the lane and just get more experience. But that does mean Puppy, he's going to leave the XP in the lane to Matu, so this is going to be a very high-level Slark after this laning start. And
pretty much an entire 2 waves that he got solo.
And look at Ana. He's got 7 last hits. It's not an easy one for him up
I feel like we've seen this so many times.
We have.
Like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he doesn't get CS in lane. It really doesn't. We've seen it so many times. This is just how Ana starts the game, you know. He likes to sort of handicap himself, you know, give the enemy an advantage.
This is he's getting really bullied from the Fire Spirits. He has to use Doppel again. Nope. Spear to try to secure a creep and still doesn't get the range creep too. They have 6 denies on Zai. A lot of these are range creeps as well. Trying to get the side pull off. No-tail, he does need to get this one to be able to reset lane. They can farm easier on Ana, but he won't be able to. Secret 1k gold advantage already here off the start. Saksa does have to be a little careful down bottom. Matu actually not going for the pounce play, not even attempting it. Too many creeps onto him. Yeah, it's a really nice setup though. The Warlock and the Slark. Yeah, acid spray's annoying, but not versus Warlock. Puppy just heals him up. He even buys a Hedress. Another thing to point out that we did see from Puppy this time around.
All right. I'll make sure he has that increased sustain for the 2 of them.
Yep.
Don't see sort of damage over time, but sprays laid down on the ground.
And Zeus actually coming out a bit ahead in the mid lane. Didn't think that would happen. I thought it would be pretty much dead even. It's just like this farm lane, but...
Yeah, just able to do a bit of a better job pushing the lane out. Not missing CS into the tower. Top lane.
Whoop. He's got the Doppel. Did they get him anyway? No. Yep, sort of. Trying for it.
We'll give him the dive and another spirit, so some good additional damage still laid down onto Ana. Ana's prepared with the south. Put some charges on the ones as well, but just a lot of pressure onto Ana. Secret making sure that he does not have an easy lane.
Nope. Anisha just going for the full farm build that we've seen in the past on these Zeuses. 302, near level 6. So OG does have to make sure they keep themselves healthy in these next few moments because a Zeus ult could just knock them down. And it's going to be, they have to watch out also the Fatal Bond down bottom. Stocks tied to Stab with a Zeus ult. He could just die immediately when Nisha does hit 6s. It's about to come out here, and now he is. So let's see if Secret does go for an opportunity with that Zeus ult available. They're going to try. There it is.
Top. It's going to get Ana and No-Tail, of course, low as well. Zai trying to get in position. He'll be able to find the spear there. Onto the tree. A perfect angle found from Zai. And No-Tail also might take out underneath the towers. Yapsor dives in. Down bottom. Saxa able to make it away. The shadow work not quite enough to take him out.
But Yapsor dies to the tower.
Yeah, he really wanted No-Tail. Was not quite able to get him.
It's a bit ambitious there, for sure. Gets taken out, and OG, they did need this kill. You know, this start is quite rough here in the lanes for them. It is a much greedier.
Zai knows how low No-Tail is. He sort of came around there, seeing if he could catch No-Tail with the combo. No-Tail's fine. Sound and clarity out on him as well, so he'll be able to stick in the lane.
Yeah, Greed definitely getting punished, though.
Dire are scanning.
See what moves Thompson's able to make around the map to secure something. Yapsor, ooh, he tries to dive in for it. Yapsor might just get punished himself here.
He may be in a lot of trouble. That's the back of a Puppy.
Okay.
Puppy actually going to use the Shadow Word aggressively. Thompson turns with the kisses, trying to take down Yapsor. We'll be able to bring him down. We'll lose his life in return for it as Nisha steps across, adds that extra bit of firepower to get the kill. Saxa trying to run down Nisha.
Can't quite get him.
No. Not quite enough damage here. We'll lay down a ward, see what he can see going on behind the tower. Doesn't have a TP.
They kind of know he's over here, though, still.
He might get the courier on the way back.
Nisha, he does have his bottle filled up, though. He's going to get one hit onto it. Saksa won't be able to get anything down here. Matu, free lane. That's what that means.
Oh, he's still get it.
Oh, is he actually still going to get it?
He still gets the courier, sticks around, and Nisha assumes he's gone away.
Does mean, though, rotation from the Lion means that Matu has a free lane down bottom. He's had the free lane for the most part with the backup of the Warlock anyway. Now he is 6, so he'll be able to keep regenning when he goes into the fog line.
Well, Sax has just been annoying around here, making sure that Nisha can't like head over and kill off the small camp.
And look at this approach. So Zai, he's playing versus PLs, he's playing versus Illusions. What do you buy? Vanguard. Even if you're a Mars, you're the offlaner. Very efficient Vanguard pickup this game.
All right.
If they're able to get the, the items, as we like to call them, versus PL, they will be able to sustain through them, your Crimson Guard, Shivas, etc.
Sure.
All these big pickups will be strong. They don't have a Radiant Spire, of course. They can't go for something like that, but yeah, that's got to make Zai able to just play alone.
Well, having a minute, Thompson just laying down some kisses. He's not going to find anything with that. As they want Sax.
They really want him.
You know, Sax has kind of just been chilling behind the tier 1.
But there's like no
I mean, he's
stuns.
making space. Look at the space that Saxa is making.
Oh, he does hit the stun onto Nisha.
He's got a stick charge as well, so he can keep running.
Dire's
And
bottom tower is under attack.
space created.
Yep.
Textbook.
Rune, he's gonna get it. Ooh, it's gonna spawn top. It's a regen.
Yeah, Thompson's going to be very happy that didn't fall into the hands of Nisha Zeus.
Yep. How's her stacks looking? Seb doesn't quite have any for himself, just starting his own
Dire's
individual
bottom tower
double
is
stack, and
under
those were
attack.
from just the lane that they had been pulling earlier. So we see top no tail farming that one. Thompson getting burned down a little bit, but he's just fine. And yeah, look at Zai. Like, he just takes 0 damage under the tower here. He is
running it.
poison touched with the tower beating on him, with the PL beating on him, but
I think that
he's got a Vanguard.
I don't think he can die. They're really going to try.
He's
I mean,
slowly burning. The poison touch is really annoying.
He's going to try and turn a little bit. Drops the arena, locks the 2 of them in there.
Dire's bottom
Oh,
tower
off
is
the mark.
under
Poison
attack.
touch still on him. And he's dead. They actually are able to chase him out.
It took a lot. It took a lot, but they had enough.
And they forced the... I mean, that's a Mars ult used as well, too. I cannot believe they actually chased him out anyway, even though he has Vanguard.
Yeah, Anna and Notel
Radiant's
keeping it
middle
cool up
tower
here.
is under attack.
Making sure to not get bullied there by Zai's attempt to just simply walk in and underneath the tower.
And Ana gets the last hit, too. Very important for him. Slowly trickling himself back up into this net worth. Of course, going to be behind Matumba Man significantly, but that will happen. As Seb, he's already got the component starting to work on these double stacks, too.
Oh, there we go as well.
Oh, aggressive.
Having his first start and done. The Blink Dagger rush straight up here for the mid-snap fire this game. Easily, I imagine, going to be the fastest that we've seen on this era.
Yeah.
So, not usually seeing the rush. Just popping the kisses again in an attempt to get the deep push going.
Okay. Got poison touch again. Being very annoying. Cookie.
Dire's
I mean,
Well, they have the damage.
They're
They
doing a lot
just
of damage.
do.
The 3 of them. Yeah, the minus armor stacking up, of course.
All right.
Same time down bottom, Matu was able to take down the tower, take out Saxa. OG making some good moves as a unit. And bullying Zaya a couple of times now where, I mean, that's definitely got to hurt a bit, right? You've gone in for this Vanguard purchase, but it's not actually saved in a couple of situations.
No, and now Ana is recovered, and Notel, he's got Medallion and Bad Juju, so your Vanguard actually is not as effective as usual, because Vanguard works better when you have actual armor, but now he has none as Thompson.
Lovely little moves there. Gets in with just the tip of the scatter blast, sets up with the illusion and the cookie in to chase down Nisha. Notel, he'll try and give his life here to give Thompson the space to get out.
His blink's getting cancelled. The Shadow Word.
They're going to drop the rock as well. Make sure that Thompson doesn't get out of this. So Secret, they'll be able to clean up the 2 of them as Matu starts to build up the permanent stacks.
Big important target. Now Matu, he's going to know that there's ward vision down here too. Or he should, as he's walking, and his Shadow Dance was not active. So they should know that there is vision around here, as we see Puppy start to work on the stacks that he did bring out earlier with his Golem. Going to farm a triple stack. Making the move toward top. Nisha wants to slow down Ana a bit, who, as we said, completely recovered off of that kill.
As we've come used to sort of seeing from Ana every time. It really doesn't matter that first 5 minutes of laning. Ana will pretty much recover every single time.
Yeah, and Zai definitely have to be kicking himself a little bit just for giving up those kills. After he gets Vanguard, he probably felt like, man, I'm immortal now. But yeah, definitely going to be showing that he is a lot more vulnerable. Max Poison Touch now finished also on Notel.
Thompson, quick link dodge out of the spit.
Here he's tanking. And he does catch the 2 of them because of it.
Oh, but Thompson's out with the cookie.
Nice cookie.
He's able to jump over the wall, get himself to safety. Saxa will fall, but OG able to make sure they don't lose anything bigger here.
And OG, they do have to be careful when this many heroes turn up. As we mentioned, OG, this time around, not really having this big team fight lineup. So I feel like when Secret, they do have like 4 or 5, it's going to be much harder as the kisses.
We're seeing as well, Thompson just very happy to just lay down kisses to sort of keep Secret on their toes. Not really looking to save the ultimate for any big engagement, because I guess as the mid, he knows most of the time when he's needed in a rush, he's got to be the man to jump in on the front line. So more than happy to just throw down the kisses and just try and shake Secret up a little bit.
Yeah, and it's just team fights are really not what they're looking for. They're looking for these like small little engagements like this.
Straight in.
They can catch.
Very nice setup there with 2-man scatter blast down the cookie side. Trying to turn, gets the spear off onto Ana. Will manage to clip into the tree. Matu's in, pounces forward. Has he got enough control? But the grenade comes out. Ana will be saved here. There's no tail. Able to get Ana back to safety. Saxon just walks in, a finger to the face of Zai. As Zai falls yet again. OG to take another kill.
Oh, so close, Thompson.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
he actually survives.
Shadow Wave!
I mean, these heals, and as we saw there, clutch save from No-Tail.
Did he get salved up or something? Just healed up while they were going for it?
Something did heal him up by a considerable amount there before that.
Yeah, because that ulti came out, but Tango's...
They're really doing it there for Anna. No-Tail backing him up, keeping him alive.
They kept the tower alive. That's the important thing. Even though Secret, they brought the whole unit with these big ultis up there, they still were able to keep it up as... Let's see, is it a salve that did keep him up? Or is it just Tangos? Okay, they just keep him up with Tangos. And,
2 HP!
So low.
2 HP, ladies and gentlemen, look at it.
Oh my god.
2 HP, I saw it, you saw it, we all saw it. 2
Everything.
HP.
Strength treads.
Oh, it's 1! It was 1 HP!
It was
Oh my goodness, 1 HP, ladies and gentlemen, take a print screen.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Seb, he tries to defend the tower a little bit longer.
All right.
We'll go down, up 1 HP.
1 HP. Oh my goodness. You don't get any closer than that.
Is under
And
attack.
oh, look at this. Interesting.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He doesn't
is under
rush.
Attack.
Yeah.
What we got?
He rushed the pipe.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So the overwhelming magic damage. He's actually gone for a pipe for his team to be able to fight around him, perhaps.
Nice. It is all magic, really.
It is all magic for Mach,
all
yeah.
magic.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Type
under
of
attack.
insight's going to offer that answer.
Yep, the magic resistor is going to always be nice for the PL.
Is under
And
attack.
as we said, you know, it's not really the same sort of time where an Ags on the Snapfire Rush is going to be... Yeah, it's not what it once was.
No, and it's...
So the Ags has fallen down in priority. You have got some great Ags on the team, but nothing that I feel Seb would have really wanted to rush out super fast. This pipe, this sort of more utility build-up is going to offer a lot more for his team at this stage.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is definitely cool. And he's not even going to build it next. He's going to just go for his own item build. Next is Medallion, then he's going to go for an Halberd, it looks like, if he does complete for this too. So just looking for his own game rather than buffing up. As we said, you know, Monkey King Gyro, those are the 2 big ones that we've seen. Also the Slark that we saw stolen from Secret. Those are the big Ags carriers. So yeah.
And at least with this, he can turn up to the team fight, because if he's walking around with an empty inventory and an Ags on someone, he's just going to be free food to the team fight combo. Secret, they get the jump on Zaxa. See Matu trying to step up for more. He's going to look to get on top of Seb, but there's Thompson in with the blast, trying to push Matu back. Matu doesn't want to dive any further. They're back behind the safety of the tier 2 tower. OG, Secret will back off.
Dire's middle
Side.
tower is under attack.
Waiting for somebody to walk up here. They have so much team fight, as we've said, some Secret. Thompson, he's just going to throw those. He does reveal himself.
Matu's going to run straight in. He's going to try and get over the pound straight away onto Thompson. Thompson gets the cookie off. Will stun Matu momentarily over to the side of the arena. Catches No-Tail.
Now Seb.
He's in a bit of an awkward spot here. They got any way of getting him out? I don't think so. They're going to pop the egg. And Seb stepping away. Thompson, he's able to turn take.
He gets it.
Put over. Thompson. He's got the attacks to take it out. And Seb, he's actually fine. They had the backup coming in for OG. Another cookie comes into play. And is trying to commit. A great stuff for the high ground. Comes out from Saxa into the concoction. They hold back Matumba Man. Alan's going to be able to jump up to the high ground. He is away.
My god. Such good hold of the tower there. Zai stepping up too far over his bounds, and the egg. Gotta watch out when you're playing versus Little Shredder.
Yeah, it's going to get taken out every single time. Thompson's going to be quick on it and very hard to really evident because he has that blink. He's always going to be able to position himself in range of the egg.
And when you have like just no stuns really on your team, the only stun you have is Zai. That's the only one that you have to cover, him or the wall. It has to be one or the other to be able to protect that egg for themselves. That's toxic. He's going to have a really early blink dagger now after these last few kills.
Quick, yeah. Last bit of action.
They're doing such a good job of holding these towers as long as possible versus overwhelming team fight is the miraculous thing right now from OG.
Sure.
They don't have that overwhelming team fight on their lineup. They're just doing it through sheer brute forcing and just these constant Mortimer kisses. The Thompson just throwing it out there.
To get these wards away, Matu. He's got to hold back a little bit. Try and take this tier 1 tower down before they start diving. Zai, he's got the arena good to go again. Secret can get another team fight brewing. Kisses coming out. Straight away, Zai. He's getting fully focused here. The kisses, they might just do it. Zai's ticking down. He's off to the side. The blast from Thompson takes him out. Zai to fall yet again at the start of the fight. The Thunder God's Wrath comes down. They'll bring down Stacks and Thompson in with the cookie, holding back Matu. He uses himself as well to make sure Matu can't find a target. Anna's going to run it, but Anna immediately gets pounced. He needs backup, and he's going to get it. No-Tail in with the save as he keeps Anna alive. They turn, take down Matumba Man. Another fight where OG are able to outdo the overall team fight from Secret, despite Secret being the team with the bigger ultimate.
and they keep the tower alive still, Owen.
Radiant's
It's 17
bottom
minutes.
tower is under attack.
Secret cannot push forward. They didn't have every ulti. They didn't have all the mana. They get brought down from the rotation. That's the defusal with the PL showing up here. Now he's got a hood too. Somehow they're just taking these fights, even though they're into all these ults. Secret, they're not layering them well. They're not layering them properly. OG just out team fighting them time and time again with the less team fight. That's how impressive it is.
It's just another game as well where Zai's really getting nothing.
He is.
I mean, you gotta say it, right? He's probably kicking himself for this Vanguard purchase. He's not done anything for his game at all here.
No, and you can, I mean, the idea of why he got it made sense too, right? Into this PL, you can see why he'd want to, but just playing a little bit too cocky, a little bit too confident, OG punishing him for it. They do have good magic damage, and look, Saksa Blink Dagger, he's got Finger ready again.
Oh.
Free kills if they were ever get on top of Nisha.
Oh, Nisha.
And here he is.
He's got it. Boom.
Boom.
He's gone.
Erased.
Quick zap, and Saxa gives himself another stack. 3 stacks of the finger damage now, and already No-Tail starting to poke into Zai. Zai, the cookie setup, won't quite get in range for the stun.
The thing
Zai.
is, look at Zai's armor. Like the Juju and the medallion, he just keeps getting negative.
They've got the damage from the kisses coming in as well. Zai's in a whole load of trouble here. They're able to chain stun him. Zai down yet again.
Tower is under attack.
3K lead now already. OG.
Radiant's
Now they
middle
swing the
tower is
PL.
under
As you
attack.
said, who had a rough time in the start. They're fully
doesn't- yeah.
recovered, and it really doesn't matter.
I mean, we are saying OG, they just don't care about the lanes. They don't care about the lanes. They don't care about the laning stage. You know,
So good
it
about
doesn't
battling
mean
together.
anything to them. These mid-game moves, again, against the line of, you know, we say Secret, with their heroes, you expect big stuff at this point of the game. Secret, so far, they've struggled to bring it out. OG have outplayed them.
They've struggled to, like you said, like layer their ultimates in the right way, right? Like the Golem, the Egg, as well as the Mars ult. They're just not connecting. They're not getting the spell connection
I mean,
whatsoever.
that's not what you want to see.
Nope.
That's Golem gone.
And they're just going to chase forward to try to get something here. Can they catch on to though? Close, but not quite.
They've got so much backup again. No-Tail just constantly in position to provide the safety required.
Yeah, Zai's just so far behind now. Like I said, he's the only real catch for them here.
OG's ready to hit back with the smoke.
Sure are.
They know there's no Golem. Part of the team fight gone.
Yapster is very farmed because of the fact that there is a struggle coming out.
Oh,
But
Thompson, he finds
Thompson
him!
finds him again?
He finds him in the trees! They hunt down Nisha. I guess he knew he was sort of playing on the top of the map. He just went straight for him in the tree line. I don't know if we saw maybe nuke out the creep wave, but they knew he was there. They knew his exact position there. Thompson just straight on top of him.
OG's starting to run away with this. Like this PL getting so much base, Alk getting so much space too, and yeah, let's see this. He's pinging him. He knows. Yeah, he showed in the way, but Nisha, he hung around for a second, but Thompson, he gets on him. 0.4.
I mean, it's those sort of moves that when you made it, you've got to sort of, you know, hands on the cue and say, well, what can I do? If he's going to hunt me down like that, how on earth do you survive out on the map if Thompson's going to be able to find you every time like that?
And with such an interesting build too, something I've never seen. Like the Blink I've seen a couple times, but Blink and Yule's just brown boots from your mid laner. Definitely not seen this.
This is the sort of build, you know, where Thompson, he knows that he's having a good game, and,
Yep.
and these are just the perfect items to sort of just get a whole lot achieved on your own, especially when you're
Look, he's on top of Yapsor. He's going for him as well by himself. Can't quite finish him off, but gets him down to 300 HP. Now Yapsor has to panic, go back to base, and they're getting Roche.
Yeah, gives the space here for Anna.
And they've got the double. They've got the medallion, they've got the solar crest, so the buff ups minus armors is all going to be there. The Jujus as well. And now he is going to start queuing out those Hagen himself.
Got to do something about this secret. He's coming outside. He's going to catch No-Tail, but No-Tail's able to get the self-shallow grave off. Anna's still trying to commit to finish up Roche. He's going to be able to take it. Thompson as well. They get it. OG's able to take both the Roche, get the Aegis home to Anna, and now Anna's ready to start cleaning up kills. Stays on top of Zai. Zai goes down once more. Stun out. Think of the figure off for Yapsor. He's not going to be even able to get the egg off. As Anna, he's not even going to fall the once. He's able to push on here. The heals from No-Tail keeping him alive. Matu's got to run.
But Sox is there.
He's waiting on the high ground. He's more than ready for Matu to enter straight into his face. He's got the Hex. They've got the catch. Matu to go down once again, as once more OG just completely outplaying Secret in the engagement.
Every single time. Saksa, this time he knows. He's like, all right, guys, we got to watch out. Yapsor comes in with the egg. Nope, just kidding. Get the full control, get the burst. And Nisha, he's not even there for the fight.
Radiant's
Trying to get his
middle
farm
tower is
online.
under attack.
OG, they
TP was
really
still
are just
cooldown, I guess, yeah.
snowballing out of control here in this game. Just such better execution inside of these team fights.
That was genius.
5k lead now, starting out. What we're seeing on the XP, because we saw last time the gold was, you know, it's not a huge amount, but the XP was even more. Is that the same here?
Same thing again. It's over 12k XP advantage for
12k
OJ.
XP at 23 minutes.
With an alchemist
That's
on
a
the
lot.
team. That is insane.
That's a lot.
It is indeed. He's already got 2 components of that Aghanims too, and now, you know, that's when it becomes more effective, is in later stages when you do get these Ags for the Snapfire, as it does increase the potency when you get your ultimate levels.
That's the all 4. I feel like the other 3 heroes have got a pretty good case for Ags themselves over Thompson, you know. Lion Ags is amazing.
You really want the Lion
Ags on the
Ags, I
PL
know.
is amazing. honestly, I think you could make an argument for No-Tails Ags being pretty huge. No-Tails already been able to get off so much in the fight. The AoE Dispel, as the panel mentioned, it's super nice against
Honestly,
the Fatal Bonds and the Fire Spirits.
And it's not even just the AoE Dispel, maybe just the increased healing too. It does also increase the heal by 100. We're already seeing damage issues from Secret. Like if they just have plus like 285 on each...
That could be the big play.
I think so
give it
too.
to No-Tails.
There could be an opportunity for him for sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then his stats also. Like they couldn't kill this Dazzle a couple of times when they're focusing him. Throw some stats on top. I mean, we'll see who ends up getting it, but there's arguments.
I feel that'd be the big brain move, but maybe Thompson, you know, he's having a pretty good game. So if Thompson wants the Aghanims, he gets the Aghanims, you know.
Scanning.
Of course, there could definitely be the potential for some great saves, and you know, as we're seeing, you know, Secret, they've got a lot of sort of backline heroes, especially with Nisha as the Zeus. Thompson's able to shoot someone straight on top of Nisha, then the fight's probably going to be over.
Yeah, it is. It might just be too value, right, to get on top of the Zeus, who has no way to protect himself, right? He's gone straight for Aghanim's lens, so sure, he can sit far back, but if you have something that just gets right on top of you, yeah, it could be a problem. Secret yet to get a fight where they coordinate all their ults up, and the only egg that we've seen was killed solo by Thompson. You haven't got an opportunity for a second one.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think even in that last situation where Yapsel was burst, even if he did get it off, it probably was going to be killed pretty quickly by OG. Very hard to get a successful egg off this game.
Zai has Blink now, so finally he does have a form of initiation rather than just walking into dying. Tops it up.
Yours does the drop.
He's got the Blink. Oh, that's all 3 ults.
That's all 3 ults. That's 3 ults. No. And gone. Nothing achieved there by Secret. They've got to run.
Oh my god. Actually, technically it's like 4 because they throw the Nimbus. 3.5 volts here.
Oh, they're still going to try and get the catch here.
Nice spear.
There we get Saxa. Man is moving it on to Puppy. The Grave comes out. Saxa's still alive. He's able to get the finger on one to Puppy. Saxa, he's got his job done. It doesn't matter if he dies. Now he's already got his spells off. Zai's going to get taken out by Thompson. You see the buyback from Puppy. OG, they're ready for the reset. They start to back off. Fatal Monster's out. Matt to try to move it on to No-Tails Step. He's got the concoction ready to go. Throws it back towards but to Matt Thompson.
They get Thompson.
All dies the Fatal Bond damage. They've lost Thompson. No-Tail going for the Grave with the TP out. They got any damage catching? They do. They got the leech. Matu comes in with a pounce. He'll be able to catch another. Anna.
He's holding his ground.
Go for Nisha. The illusion's moving in. Nisha trying to run. The glimmer comes out. Nisha now step up the side. Step looking for a target. But the concoction. Matu's going to start poking away at him. Concoction will hold back Matu. But Secret, they're getting a fair few kills out of this, and they're not quite done yet. Matu gets the catch onto Seb. Secret will be able to finally get that punch back as they take down 4.
And he saves his buddy, the Depth Shroud from Matumba Man, to save the Zeus, getting that Shadow Dance regen while the PL is nearly finishing him off. Great move from Matu to bail him out.
That was, yeah, it must have just been because I thought that was a glimmer, but you're right indeed. It's the Sharp from Slark. Which is absolutely going to make a difference against these heroes that are trying to stay on top of one another.
Yeah, now maybe he can actually protect them, like his backline, because his backline is having severe problems, but now Matu.
Try and go on to Anna. Thompson's here with the backup. Anna in trouble. Force to the side. Another doppelganger. Anna is still alive.
He's actually... he's burning.
No-Tail can't get there in time. So Anna will fall. Matu's able to get the kill, but Matu is running out of mana, and Thompson's ready to chase with Saxa and No-Tail. The Nimbus is dropped down, though. Matu, he's maybe thinking about turning back over towards Thompson. He heads over towards Saxa. Saxa turns with the controller, has the stun, but they've got no further burst here on OG. They've got to keep running as Matu chases down Saxa. The Grave will come out. Saxa forced as well up to the high ground. Saxa will live. They're able to get him out of there, but Secret, with that move, they push and they get another kill, taking down Anna.
Yeah, really taking and seizing opportunity of those 33 Essence shift sacks, and just the stick overall, him getting this little bit of mana bolt, I think, too. I couldn't touch, it wasn't the Warlock, but it was just his stick charges that ended up building up his mana, but able to get some decent punch back there. Now, even getting some damage on the tower, potentially finishing it off, too.
Well, we're separating by the fountain. Looks like he's going to be giving the first Ags to Anna to buff up his game a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is all about the PL at the end of the day, but
you got to make sure Anna has the best game possible.
And this will be the first time I get to see it. I have not gotten to see this one in a professional game just yet. He used it the first time. Maybe just test it out as we just see them left inside the fountain.
I mean, you're probably right. You know, it isn't something that I imagine Anna would be building himself every day, so a bit of a rare occurrence to get to play with it here.
Yep, doesn't mean that's cooldown for 40 seconds. Slark on the front.
Let's get the dark back up the time. Now goes shot down. This time, that's the combo we've been looking for. That's the team fight that they've been trying to find for pretty much the entire game, and they get it there. Everything dropped down. 3 heroes on OG immediately explode, and they're going to be able to get even more. Jump over the walls, no tell. He'll grave himself, but Matty's punching away, building up the Essence Shift stacks. A secret, they take down 4.
After whipping all 3 ultimates this time, they get a beautiful connection. They died so fast, though, and that was an insta-death from 3 heroes.
Absolutely, just wiped off the screen.
OG not respecting that high ground, just walking right into it. Now 2 tier 2s taken for Secret.
Look at this again.
Yeah, they just walk right into it.
Dyer's
Look at how fast they died.
We've got the golem boom, the sunray burning, there's of course the overwhelming damage there from Zeus. Powered up by the bonds and it all, and they just evaporate.
And all bounded and a veil as well too, because we did see Yapso pick that one up quite early on. The damage is overwhelming. They still do have to be careful, OG. Walking into those high grounds blind.
Yeah, big moves here. Zai as well, really starting to make the recovery. Had an incredibly tough early mid game here, but you can see as long as he gets the ult off, he can still provide that huge setup.
As long as he's able to just get in the front lines here and actually get the ult. Yeah, he allows Puppey to get everything off as well as that Phoenix. Yes, he's 0 and 8. So it really is the full sacrificial lamb. Last time, you know, he was, what, 4 and 16
I mean,
as that Mars,
this is what we see, you know, and it wins them games. It does it, you know.
Tops in.
Oh, he stepped up.
He did.
Oh,
and he's easy kill.
Matu, he's just racking up the stacks here.
My God. Yeah, he's level 22 now as well. And without Thompson, Matu's just running right in with this Glimmer.
I mean, he's ready to charge.
Oh, no.
Oh, they get the catch with the arena if they got his spear though. Anna is in pounce. They're in onto it. Matu is going to get hex for now. They've got the control.
Not on the Phoenix.
The finger comes out. They have the first Yapso. Yapso dives in on the front lines, but Sax is able to take him down. Matu moving in with the shadow dance over towards Seb. Seb falls back to safety, but Matu's going to continue to chase on. Concoction cooking up. Matu hiding the shrouds.
What a stun from Soxa. Maybe a little bit of luck there as Zapsor dives into it and gets clipped by the Earth Spike into a finger.
Oh,
but Zai looking
he's
to go
back
again.
in. Instant hexer from Saxter in return. 5 seconds, Thompson's going to be back up and ready to TP in and get involved. Secret's got to be a little prepared for this.
He's poking them. Their ults are still cooldown. There's no Phoenix.
Trying their best to heal him up. The depth trap being dropped down, trying to protect him. Saxon for the hex. He's found the hex on the Matu. Saxon, he's got the controls. Matu still able to get out with the dark pack to the pounce in time. But Mana's chasing. The Mana's getting taken away. Another stun for Saxon. He catches Matumba Man.
Puppey gets caught. Thompson able to just get the stun connection onto him.
This is going to be another one here on the defensive for OG as Secret. They've got themselves a few nice team fights in a row, but OG continue to show how well they can kick back as again 30 minutes in with 21-23, less than 1k gold in it. But yet again seeing a game where, like game 1, we're absolutely going to have a lot of these back and forth fights here. Because once more, at this stage of the game, no telling of who's going to take it as close as it can be right now.
And it's all up to these clutch little usages. Soxa, those last 2 stuns, that last control, beautifully done. Getting the Phoenix, getting the end control there onto Matu. Excellently done. 50 seconds, no Warlock, 40, no respawn there from Matu, but they're actually maybe looking for the fight anyway.
They've got the finger ready to go there.
This Roche guy's fast though. The heals, the medallion, the solar crest, it's being brought down way too quickly.
They can't get here in time, Secret. There we go. Shard is going to be able on to grab it.
Let's go to No-Tail. Yeah, now he's got the poison touch hex.
All right, that's another hex to throw into the mix, and there's the jump.
Zai. Again?
In the trees, they've caught him.
They got a finger.
They do. There we go, another stack here for Saxa. 7 stacks. He's just about to hit the level 18 as well.
His health too, 2040 HP.
He's a tanky line.
Very nice.
With the psychic headband too as well. And says it's an insane amount of catch. Ether lens money nearly done as well, thanks to these kill involvements the Sax has been getting in on. Gonna have some phenomenal catch.
And they're breaking up a bit of that team fight. Zai being dead for 25. The rest of the ultimates are available here for Secret, but without Zai, they cannot look to make any type of plays. He is so adamant. He's so crucial to all of their
Radiant's
setup.
top tower is under attack.
And Ana, he's starting to approach
Dire's bottom tower
the
is
big
under
item, the
attack.
heart. If he's able to get that one, I think they're gonna really start having problems with him. The rest of the heroes, sure, they'll probably still be able to kill them almost instantly if they get the connection, but Kiel,
What?
pretty scary. Ana?
Ana.
There, he is very alone.
All right, that's one way to cancel a TP and cancel a man's life then, as he is gone. See if they can do it a second time round though. Backup starts to move in for Ana. Seb, concoction out. Nice, still with the spear, but Seb's pretty tanky here. Matu's going to look to move in with the halberd from Seb. Disarms Matu straight away. The time of the stun, gets Seb forced down to the side. He's ready to throw concoction back in onto Matu. Dark Power removes both that and the Hex from the poison touch. Xana's trying to chase.
He wants to get these longer team fights, just constantly throwing those spears out so he can burn the mana, build up the army a little bit.
He's pushing Secret all the way back to the high ground. Matu actually sort of thinking about stepping back in on this. They get caught out with the Hex. Ana trying to run in onto Zion.
Ana's deep.
Top of the dodge the pounce. He's in onto Papa, but Ana's getting nuked out so low. Pop the cheese. Ana back up to a decent amount of HP. No tail. Comes in with a save. Jump onto the high ground. Thompson. He's in onto the egg, but he doesn't have nearly enough damage. He can't take out the supernova in time. And the stun goes off. Catches No Tail. Catches Thompson. Thompson tries to cook it away, but they've got him here. Thompson will try and run up to the high ground, but they'll see him as Secret. They'll take. Oh!
Still likely to get caught. Zai's got him.
Yeah.
And Zai. Actually, wait.
Matu.
Matu.
Back
controlled.
on him.
He got split from his team.
Now,
yeah,
he split himself from the team there, running down mid. Can they get more from this? I mean, Ana's going to still be good to go. They get the stun out onto Zai. They're going to get Zai, but as well, they get both of them. Matu and Zai throwing their lives away down the mid.
After doing such a big play too, Zai, he actually, as soon as Thompson blinks out to high ground to focus egg, he bulwarks. So he actually absorbed the hits from the little shredder.
Saxa. It's
Oh,
a lovely
Radiant's
curry you've got
turret
there. Would be a shame if someone was to take it away. Oh,
That's
no
that's
bloodstone
like a
for
full
you.
bloodstone, yeah.
He would have had it. 300 gold, 200 gold away from the point booster. Saxa continuing to be a real thorn in the side of Secret.
And we're continuing to just get chaos. It's OG. With
Nisha.
just the two heroes still looking for more.
Oh, he knows he's in here.
Radiant's top tower
Won't
is under
quite
attack.
find him though. Saxa always going for the jump.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh, the psychic
Is he
headband
actually-
and the ether lens. He's got a long reach with his Seb.
Tier 2 though.
Anna's charging in. There with the stun. There on the
Get him.
Nisha gets completely collapsed
And
upon. Yapso's gone as well. I mean, this poking from OG just doesn't stop. And Secret, they sort of, their attention strays away, or loses for a little bit of time, and OG is so quick to punish it. You can't lose focus here playing against OG, because they'll hit you hard. OG now bouncing up an 8k lead with those sort of back-to-back catches. We have Matu and Zai getting caught in the mid lane. Yaps or Nisha getting straight dove up top as they lose 4 big heroes up and down the map.
OG is just, in this game in particular, they're doing so good about these little skirmishes, playing around these big ultimates. Now, Secret, when they respawn, they'll have them, but OG, they've done so much damage of just getting these frequent kills, just splitting up the map, splitting up the fights. Ana, up to the high ground here.
Level 23 and into 24.
Yep. He's got the heart.
And up and down.
He's got the Elven Tunic as well.
How do you
Evasion.
stop this?
Radiant structures are
Invasion, obviously now with the butterfly helping out a little bit against these illusions. Matu
Yep.
still trying to step up, but it's still 20
There's so
seconds
many
no
of them,
Nisha.
though. There's so many of these illusions that it's still problematic,
can't
even
clear
with the
them.
evasion.
top tower.
And Matu's just taking a fair bit of damage. He's having to back off to the fountain. He can't head in and push them away like this.
They need Nisha. He's the only one that can actually clear out these pesky illusions that's coming up from under Matu.
Matu getting powered aggressively. The Shroud's going to be dropped down as well as the Golem. They're looking to control it.
Big ult.
They get the arena out, but the Kisses are coming from the side. They're looking towards No Tail. Matu, can he finish off this No Tail in time? He can't. The Grave comes out. No Tail will be able to keep himself alive. The Supernova successful, but Anna's ready to go back in. No Tail forced off to the side, but the Thunder goes round, finishes him off. Anna pushing it onto Nisha, chasing him up to the high ground. He's over with the spear. Zai, he's able to catch Anna. They don't have enough damage. They're still able to get the doppelganger off Anna. He'll still fall though. They bring Anna down. Thompson trying to TP out with the BKB, but they have the physical damage. A Secret will push back OG. As OG may have got the melee racks, but they will lose 3 heroes there. As Secret able to bring the team fight together once more.
I can't believe Ana tries to go back in. Even though the ultis are down, the fact that he tries to run onto Nisha, he doesn't have the full detection in the air. He has that one sentry that he's trying to work around, but Nisha gets glimmered, gets to the high ground. Ana gets speared against Zai. Even though
Zai,
he's
great
having
catch.
1 in 10, like we've said for Zai,
mean,
he's getting some clutch spears, and
He
it's
is.
all about him getting that connection.
Yeah, it just goes to show you that we're third lowest on the net worth, but still absolute potential for Zai to make those sort of moves that could lead to Secret turning this game 2 around.
Oh, tries for it again.
He does. Fortification has been forced out. They don't want to use the buybacks here, OG, especially Anna's. Still dead for 40 though. See how much damage Secret can do. They themselves, of course, just losing at melee racks on the top lane. They can come close to taking that themselves. Quick Hex onto Zai to stop him from getting the jump.
Crazy cast range.
Big stunts as well. You see that
Earning the
reach from
mana.
Saxa, and he is holding the melee racks here.
Matu has to run. He has 0 mana.
They can't
Not
push
wanna
on.
fight.
All right, so that's sort of spam and constant draining from Saxa will be enough to deter Secret from getting anything more than a tier 3 in the mid lane.
And definitely seeing that, you know, that cast range coming into play for Saxa. Timeless Relic picked up on the side of Secret. And give that one over to Nisha for sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Level 25 round the corner. Going for that refresher up next.
Oh, does he? Okay, now here's
What are
the
you
question.
thinking?
I have not seen this 25 Zeus in official games.
Okay.
I've heard people contemplating that lifesteal. Because he gets gone on, he can turn the fights pretty hard.
50%.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. but
Everyone takes
never
the
been
damage.
taken.
Yeah, everyone takes
0%.
the damage. I've
But then
heard
look
people
at the win
talking
rate.
about it.
Nobody has ever won with Zeus. So, you know, what do the people know is taking the 100, whatever it is. You
He's
know,
probably just going to take
50%
damage.
spell lifesteal.
Because he already has Bloodstones, already has the steel, but definitely see some funny arguments.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe there's some big brain stuff to be had here.
Do it. Do the lifesteal. He's got 25. He hasn't chosen yet.
Just the sort of spell lifesteal talent. Is it 50% spell lifesteal on
Dire's
everything?
top
No,
tower
heroes,
is under
creeps,
attack.
illusions, everything. Right, because obviously there's a bit of a difference with the Bloodstone.
He doesn't take it anyway, so.
Ah, boring. Gotta wait for level 30 now.
Gotta wait
We
for
might
30.
be here for a long... Which is... Yeah, it might happen this game.
It's the more
There's no telling how long
sensible.
this game will go.
Of course, it's the more sensible one because he is playing
But
versus the PL.
50%,
But yeah,
that's a
50%
big
a lot.
number.
I've heard people
It's a
like
big number.
contemplating about it. You know, I was talking with some of the players about it too. It's something different. Besides,
Oh, he's in.
quick scatter to push him away.
Yeah, BKB forced out. See the spell prism found here by OG. Who's taking that one?
Ooh, good question. You want to give that? Does No-Tail want that? Like, I think he takes the telescope. I don't think he gets the opportunity to get a spell prism.
Maybe for Saxa. But the high headband's so nice.
Nah, you give that the top.
Oh, Saxa.
Saxa, he walks
A
in.
bit of a nasty surprise for him up in the high ground. Oh,
Great.
forces though. The arena downside will be able to catch him. Saxa still somehow alive. He's still alive finally. They will kill him off. It takes a lot.
Matu.
And Matu's just jumped in on the front. So they may have lost Saxa. They don't care. They've just taken out the carry of Secret. That's
took
all
them
about
so long.
half the game. Thompson. Looking back. Puppy.
And then Anisha.
Puppy got the glimmer. He's away. They're falling apart one by one here, Secret.
Absorb. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, they're chasing this with the rush.
The juxtapose just breaks the game immediately inside of the fights. Yeah,
Jabs up.
he's trying to run, trying to hide, but he can't.
You can't run from this. You can flicker around.
And they've also found Zai.
Oh. I mean, Yapsor certainly making them work. They're in. Yapsor goes down. It's a full team wipe. OG able to pick apart every single part of Secret there in that engagement. And it all starts with just how long they're able to keep Saxa alive.
Yeah.
You want to try and kill Saxa. You know, OG, they're not going to leave any man behind.
That grave heal. They can't forget about it. The grave heal comes up, then he gets glimmered, then he gets healed again, he gets reset. Look at the healing done.
It's a lot of heal.
And Machu's getting tripped up a little bit. These little mini hexes that are coming out from the poison touch, it is being very impactful. Them able to just get that connection onto him.
I mean, with the 225 heal, especially with the amp up from the lock kit, that's at least like a 300 HP burst heal with that heal amplification.
They're in tier 4s.
I mean, there's 3 buybacks available on Secret, but no buyback on Yamsel, no buyback on Zai. And Thompson, he's got Nisha. Nisha steps outside of the fountain. The stuns come out for Saxa. The death shroud from Matu will come off. They'll give Nisha the stage to get back in, but Puppy, he's just getting found in dove here. It's Hannah's speciality.
He's on
This is
Nisha.
the place that he rebels in. Diving into the fountain, over towards Matumbaman. They brought back for this. And they won't live through it, as they'll all die. GG is called. The game's over. The series is over, ladies and gentlemen, as it's all OGs. With that game 2 win, they'll take this best of 3, 2-0 against Secret.
And one important one, they needed this